Hello again guys, and now we're having another look at our self-help. If you remember last time we had a bit of a look at this subreddit, so we're going to have another look again and see what we can see and help with and maybe offer a bit of support for someone who's going through something very similar. So, first one right off the bat, pretty good one, unsure of how to support without smothering. Hi everyone, so for important baseline information, I'm a warrior and a faffer. I get it from my mum. For those who didn't know what that means, if someone I care about has a problem, I devote 100% to helping them, trying to figure out a solution with them, putting myself forward to them, throwing suggestion after suggestion after suggestion, etc. I've been told numerous partners and friends who have stated in the past that they don't actually want to tell me what's wrong sometimes because of the intensity with which I try to assist. It's overwhelming for them. This is something I worry about. Oh, hang on a second, missed one. I tried to work on this, and when things are wrong, I try to offer help as opposed to swooping in to offer help, more than swooping in like the hero of the moment and burning myself and them out. I've tried to do more things like helping alleviate the situation with humour. This is something I worry about, and it does cause some anxiety in my relationships with people, both platonic and romantic. Can anyone offer any advice how to actually support people through stressful things, like their partners getting divorced or moving house, or financial trouble, or just how to support without smothering? I just don't know any other way to help. So obviously a very caring person. You have to look at why they're wanting to help so badly. Are they trying to distract from themselves, or what is it that they need to devote so much attention to for these people? I mean, we've probably all come across someone similar to this. But let's have a look. Listen without making suggestions. Active listening. Or insisting you'll manage the issue or problem. Good. Ask how you can help. Once. Yes. Listen to the response without suggesting or offering anything else. Do it if you can. Then ask, is there anything else you can do? Once. Listen some more. Offer affirmation or condolences or whatever emotional response is best. That's a fantastic answer, without suggesting they feel differently or act differently. So right off the bat, we've got a fantastic response there. Offer the help that they want. Sometimes people just want to vent. They want to get it out there to let you know what's going on without help. Now, I know it's often a very male sort of thing, like the protector, you have an issue, I will solve it, sort of caveman sort of thinking. But sometimes people just want to vent, get it out into the open, and get there. Next one, help them help themselves. They need space and support to sort out their own thoughts and feelings. I agree with that. So I agree with a lot of what that is. Listening without throwing yourself in there sort of thing is often the best way to deal with anything. If people want support, they'll come to you. If you've got the right resources that they believe. And that's even too if they actually want help. Maybe they just like having a bitch. Who knows? But with that one, this is very, as this person said, it does cause some anxiety in their relationships and stuff, as it would, Jesus, with racing about, trying to solve everyone else's crap. But I would suggest this person get back to the why. Why are they so eager to help? Why can't they let people work things out for themselves? Next one, now I haven't read this one, but I keep thinking about my ex even though we only dated for 3 months. So there's obviously some sort of an attachment thing there. The relationship was my first, and I don't really talk about it, which is why I probably haven't processed it properly. Well, solving your own problem there. We only dated for 3 months, which was 4 or so dates altogether. Wow. We ended up breaking up because he lost interest in me, cheated on me, and I went on holiday for Singapore for 3 weeks during the 3 months we were together. I think I'm still in love with him, or the idea of him. Okay, you're getting the idea here. Well done. When we were together, we talked about the future. Oh, wow, after 3 months. And suggested things like getting married. Wow. We've met each other's family as well. A part of me is worried that I won't be able to find someone who I'd marry after him. We talked a bit after the breakup, but never in person. He didn't feel comfortable with it. Yeah, I get that. His excuse was that he'd feel like he'd have to drive me home afterwards. Full-time work after the breakup has also taught me a lot about myself and my limitations. It's made me realise how pathetic I am and how much I just want to not work and get married and just have kids and live in my own little world. I'm very tempted to text him again to see if it'll work out. When it comes to relationships, I want all in or nothing. I date for the long term. How can you tell after this is your first time dating? And the inside jokes. Yeah, I end up feeling conflicted because I keep thinking, oh, I've also got to think about my own interests as well, and my own personal development, which I'm sick of. Any tips on how to get over him, this feeling and fear of never marrying? Millions of techniques that you could use here, such as EFT, NLP, those sort of things that will help. But just confidence in yourself. Like, hell, if one person was able to date you, even though you went away for 3 weeks during that 3 months, someone else is going to find it. Like, this is it. Never put so much of yourself into something like this. Like, God, how well do you know someone after 3 months? The answer's probably not fucking very much. But, so, this person needs a bit of a slap back into reality, changing their environment. Maybe, I don't know, there's never any mention of friends in here. And talking about marriage after 3 months is like, that's an alarm bell. Like, for me, like, okay, so I have problems with commitment, somewhat. But if I know I've found the right one, it's like, who cares? Marriage, whatever, it'll happen someday, when we're ready, when we want it to. But this is like just, what do they call it, level 5 Klingon? So, I don't know, we don't know the full story here, but maybe she pestered him enough that he felt like he had to cheat. Not that I'm condoning that sort of behaviour, like to get out of that sort of thing. Because I certainly know if someone throws all their attention at you constantly, it's like, I've got to get out, I'm done, I can't handle this. Whereas if space, boundaries, that sort of thing. Now, this person saying how pathetic they are, obviously confidence is an issue. They need to be confident enough in themselves to be able to stand for themselves, like, and think about their own issues and actually work on themselves, which you shouldn't be sick of because it's a never-ending sort of thing. But anyway. Do not text him. He cheated on you, betrayed your trust, and showing you the respect of being honest and breaking things off with you first. Oh, instead of, yeah. This is insanely immature of him, and you're much better off with someone else. Yeah, definitely in love with the idea of him. So this person's starting to get what they're saying. And you need to start dating again, the next one down. When you feel this way, the best thing is to do is move on by seeing there is more. Find someone who respects you, yes. He's one person where there are millions, don't give up. Oh yeah. First woman I met was an older woman, paid me a lot of attention and company. We hung out for a few times, and we're kind of together for 6 months, never physical. But there was a great bond between us, some differences arose and we separated. I didn't believe in marriage, well she did, and wanted kids. Showed a small amount of neediness, my first time in a relationship, that might have put her off. Anyway, the thing is, like, do something to get over him. Get over the idea of dating someone else, like, don't contact him. To text him again to see if it'll work out? God no, he's already shown his true colours, like, and so he's already at that level of respect for you sort of thing, so he'll keep doing that unless something changes. So, that's something being, not being with him obviously, but unless you go and find out that you're a different person as well. But even then, this one's done. Move on. Be happier. Okay, now I found one that's struck a bit of a chord with me. So, for some context, I was always called in by my mum for the simplest things. One of the biggest pet peeves is being interrupted for what I was doing. Yeah, well, and I often don't get to spend much time doing the things I love because of her constant need for help. So eventually I just stopped doing my hobbies and waited around the house, doing as few things as possible to ensure I wouldn't be interrupted from whatever I was doing so abruptly and was still entertained. Well, now that I have more time, I'm always held back from starting big projects like writing a series or playing a video game because of this irrational fear I've developed of being called in for no reason and forced to stop what I'm doing. Any advice for trying to give myself a greater ability of commitment? This one I would say, go seek some form of help. NLP, EFT, psychologist, anything just to try and break some of that strategy, some of those habits that you've developed there. It's going to keep coming back. You've built this neural pathway, or even just start small. Start by committing to something like an hour of exercise, out of your normal environment to start with. Or download a mobile game, something where it doesn't matter if you're breaking away by something else other than your mother or something like that. Start small, commit to something else. And commit to something that's going to make you feel good. Something you can get lost in, even a book. Just start reading. Watching a movie for however long, or a series on Netflix or something. I know these aren't great examples, but exercise is probably the best one. Go for a run. Go for a run, walk, whatever, for a couple of hours. And then commit to doing that, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. Build it up, that sort of thing. Create new habits for yourself. Join some sort of group, sporting group, something like that as well, or I don't know, even a Magic the Gathering, Warhammer sort of thing where there's some sort of accountability for committing as well. I can somewhat appreciate this sort of thing, so I'm the person who will commit to start with, get a certain way, and then I'll cut off, sort of thing. So this one hits home. It's something I've had to work on, because I love things when they're easy. My relationship is so easy. We don't really have to live in each other's pockets. We never fight. It's just easy. And so that makes me more open and willing to commit. So find something that you want to commit to as well. Yeah, it's goddamn. Just find something. I don't know, watch a YouTube thing or film something. Anything you can find to commit to. Just create habits. Maybe get some sort of accountability, like a team or a competition sort of thing, or a gym buddy. Find something you love doing. Find something you can get lost in to commit to, so to speak, or just, do more of. And break those habits. It says here, an irrational fear developed in being called in for no reason and forced to stop what I'm doing. Or even if someone does say, oh, can you come in and help me with this, for the simplest of things, just give me a minute, I'll be there in a second after I finish this. That sort of, what I'm doing is important to me, so I'll get to what's important to you in just a second after I've completed something. And also, find something to achieve. If you achieve something, you're more likely to want to do it. And get that feeling and get that anchoring in that to yourself. But anyway guys, I'm going to leave this one here. This has been our self-help once again. If you like this series, leave me a comment down below. If there's any questions, anything like that, leave them in a comment down below. So be sure to subscribe, give this video a bit of a thumbs up, like I always do at the end of every video, and I will see you in the next video.